Okay, so hey Taurus, I sort of like forgot that I hadn't like started recording and I started speaking already. So this was at the bottom of the deck, the Tower, the Star, the Ace of Swords, and the Eight of Wands. This was at the bottom of the deck. The Knight of Pentacles is something that I shuffled and took out later. So with the Tower and the Star card here, especially with this particular Star card, if you can see that, it's very much like someone going through a major awakening, someone going through a major realization, some sort of like waking up is happening with this person, like a wake up call. For some of you, this person is getting a very strong wake up call from the universe, and they're feeling the urge to connect with you again. They're feeling the urge to talk to you again, maybe send you a text, maybe call you, especially considering we have the Ace of Swords and the Eight of Wands. With the Ace of Swords and the Eight of Wands, that's fast communication. That is communication, message, something, some sort of communication coming in pretty fast. And the Ace of Swords is like clear cut communication. Ace of Swords, Eight of Wands is some sort of clear cut communication. They are, this is someone who's feeling a little restless because they feel this urge, this very very strong urge to connect with you, to talk to you, but they kind of are like not really giving into that urge and trying to control themselves. It's literally someone trying to refrain from sending you a text. For some of you, it's very possible this person has some texts, like they have written those texts and they are saved in drafts, and they kind of reread those texts, they kind of reread the messages, and they have this urge to just send that text to you. um, but it's like they control that desire. They don't exactly just give in, they are still controlling it. We have the Eight of Cups and the Page of Cups at the bottom of the deck. The reason this person could be trying to control that desire to connect with you, to talk to you, is because it's very possible with the Eight of Cups, this person is someone who left this connection abruptly, abandoned this connection. It's very possible this person, he literally left. He could have ghosted you. So they kind of left or abandoned this connection, and they kind of feel a little um, overwhelmed, or like sort of like almost fidgety. I'm getting a very fidgety kind of seeing someone who's fidgeting, like a little bit of that timid energy, a little bit of um, shame or guilt, or uh, I know, you probably don't want to see me. You probably don't want to hear from me. You probably are still holding on to some sort of grudge from you, for me. You probably haven't forgiven me, but I really want to talk to you. I really want to say this to you. That's the kind of energy here. This person feels very confused because they know that you can respond. Like they don't know exactly how they are going to respond, how you are going to respond, how you are going to um, react to when they text you. What are you going to exactly say? They don't know that exactly. And they kind of feel a little, as I said, someone like, I know you don't want to probably hear from me, but I really want to talk. And it's also like someone saying, I know maybe this is not the right time. Maybe I'm not approaching you the right way. Maybe whatever I'm going to say, you might not be able to trust that, but I really want to talk to you. That's the kind of energy here. This person also feels like you have a lot of questions for them with the Seven of Cups. Like you are going to be asking a lot of questions. Like, why are you back? Where did you go? Why did you leave? What were you up to? Is there someone else? Were you juggling me with someone else? Was there someone else you're dating? You're going to have a lot of questions about why they're back suddenly, or why they left the way they left. So it's like you're going to ask these million questions to them, and they will have to be able to tell you them. They will have to be able to give you that clarification. They can't get overwhelmed and then run away. And also, this person wants to make sure that they don't react in any way. Even if you have a million questions, even if you say something, this person wants to make sure that they don't react in a way that just makes you feel that, oh, see, this person hasn't changed. They're still the same. They don't want to, they are making excuses. They don't want to take accountability. They are behaving irresponsibly. It's like this person knows, like, you're going to fire a million questions and they'll have to be able to answer those questions. They'll have to be almost mentally prepared for whatever you are going to say, whatever is going to come out of your mouth. They will have to be mentally prepared for that. And it's very possible you are still angry on them. So whatever is going to come out of your mouth, it might not be exactly the nicest things. And they kind of have to accept that from you because they know the way they left or the way they abandoned this connection or ghosted, it wasn't right. So it makes sense that you are still angry. It makes sense that you have a million questions for them. It does make sense. Okay, that's a page of pentacles. Knight of Wands. And we have the Magician in reverse at the bottom of the deck and the Sun in reverse. Yeah, it's like with the King of Swords. Remember how I was saying, like, you will have a million questions and you're just going to fire those questions? That's the kind of energy I'm getting from the King of Swords. This person knows you might react or you might say something that is pretty harsh. And they're almost like mentally preparing themselves because they don't want to react in a negative way. Whatever you might say might trigger them. And this is like, yeah, I have to be mentally prepared because I might get triggered and I don't want to get triggered. It's almost like they don't have the right to get triggered. They don't have the right to get angry, and you have the right to be angry on them. Okay. The Sun in reverse and the Magician in reverse. What I heard is give them some grace. They kind of know that you are not going to really give them any grace, but it's like they kind of like, maybe you can give me some grace, maybe you can give me like at least let me give you that clarity. At least let me tell you what happened or why I ran off. Okay, I want to say something. Ooh. Oh wow. We have the Hermit at the bottom of the deck. Could be dealing with a Virgo. The reason this person ran off for some of you is because they wanted to be alone. They wanted to be alone. This connection could have overwhelmed this person. You could have overwhelmed this person. I'm not saying that you did something particular to overwhelm them or it was your intention to overwhelm them, but something about you felt very overwhelming. For some of you, this connection, this was not someone who was open. They were not someone who was open to love or to this connection or to having having maybe a real heart to heart conversation with you. They were not open. For some of you, this person could have gotten very defensive as well with the Seven of Wands. It's like someone being very guarded. So it's very possible this person was very guarded. That's the reason they left abruptly or just took off, ran away. They were too guarded and they were not ready to just open to this connection. Maybe this person, for some of you, they were feeling things too strongly and they just couldn't handle it. And their first response was to just flight, run off. So it's very possible you were dealing with some, or it's like you are dealing with someone who is, they're a little emotionally unavailable. That's the best way I can put it. Hmm. Yeah, it's like they know you might not trust what is coming out of their mouth or what they're going to say. Like you have every right. Like this is literally someone saying you have every right to not trust me, or you have every right to reject what I'm saying, or fire those million questions. For some of it, there could have been a fight or argument between the both of you, and this person might have really lost it. And that's the reason, or this person really did get triggered, and that's the reason they kind of ran off. But this time, this person wants to make sure that they don't get triggered that much, or they keep their calm, they keep their cool, and they approach the situation. They approach you in the right way. It's like someone saying with the magician in reverse, I'm not as bad as you think I am. Yes, what I did was not right. The entire reading is just channeling here at this point. I know you might think that I'm a bad person, but I'm not. Or, you know, the reason I ran away is not what you think. Ace of Wands, Five of Swords. Betrayed. They see you as someone who feels betrayed by them. It was a betrayal, the kind of betrayal you don't forget, the kind of betrayal that is hard to forgive. The Hierophant, well, that's you. You could be dealing with another Taurus. It's like someone acknowledging that you are wiser than they thought. That's what this is. This is someone who's acknowledging that you are wiser than they thought. You knew a lot more about them than they gave you credit to. Judgment could be dealing with a Scorpio. Five of Pentacles. Five of Swords, Five of Pentacles. If you're someone who already has some abandonment wounding, fear of rejection, fear of being left alone, this person really triggered that abandonment wounding to the core. To the point that you are being forced to heal that abandonment wounding. For some of you, really did have this abandonment wounding, and you are like this person abandoning you, forced you to heal that abandonment wounding, to address that abandonment wounding, to work on it, and to change yourself in the deepest level. For some of you, this connection, this person helped you realize or recognize that you were abandoning yourself. Excuse me. Okay, I had to drink some water. Anyways, where was I? Yeah, I kind of forgot where I was. Anyways, if it's meant to come, it will. This connection, this person kind of helped you realize your abandonment wounding, or you have this wounding, and you might be someone who was abandoning yourself, and that's the reason you were attracting partners who was abandoning you. That's the truth. That's the reality um, of your connection. This is a chariot. Then we have the world. It's almost like with the chariot and the world card, you have it's like it's a like a plenty. Okay, how should I put it? It's like once you recognized or realized you had this abandonment wounding, and once you started working on it, it's like you are feeling whole again. That's how I'm getting it. If this is your reading, it's gonna make sense. But you're gonna feel, you will feel whole again, or you are already feeling whole again. It's almost like universe was trying to bring you to a point where you don't need anyone. You don't need anyone. You might want someone, but you don't need anyone. Whatever you need, whatever you were looking for outside, you already had it within. That's the lesson universe taught you. And now that you have learned that lesson, you will be attracting and manifesting things fast. So be careful what you're thinking, where you're putting your energy into. See the Ace of Cups. This is someone who definitely wants a new beginning with you. Six of Pentacles. And the King of Wands at the bottom of the deck, and the Four of Swords in reverse. And the Ten of Pentacles. So they're thinking long term here. With the King of Wands and the Four of Swords in reverse, I did mention, um, I think I did. We did have the Hermit card, and the Four of Swords upright is someone who is not talking to you. Four of Swords reverse is someone who is ready to take action and ready to communicate. They know what they need to say to you. Just saw 1818 there. The Empress, yeah. See, that's who you are becoming. You are finally embodying the Empress energy. You were always the Empress, but it's like you forgot. It's like once you, I don't know, this is how I got it. Like, you forgot who you were when you came here. You were always the Empress, but you just forgot. And it's like this, it's like you just had to be reminded. And you have. Also, we have the Six of Cups at the bottom of the deck. And the Fool. The Six of Cups and the Fool. For some of you, you are going to have a new beginning with this person, because the Six of Cups is like someone you have already history with, right? And this is someone you already have history with. And with the Six of Cups and the Fool, you are going to have a new beginning with this person, but this time things are going to be pretty different, because this time you're not going to abandon yourself for anyone. All right. Well, that's your reading, Taurus. I hope you found some clarity through this reading. I'll see you guys in your next reading. Until then, take care, guys. Bye bye.